I haven't had an opportunity really to talk about Dave Chappelle's Netflix special. You know that new Netflix special, The Unstoppable? It's very sentimental to me because, well, I was there live when they were recording it. Me and Mrs. Black went to the show. And man, it was an amazing show. I mean, if you thought it was good at home on Netflix, you should have been there. The Unstoppable is a raw expose on liberals. Yeah, it makes the liberals look bad, fam. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of liberals complain.
But when he said, like, I'm freer to speak there, it's interesting because he was like, again, my trans jokes kill over there. True, but if he imagine making an anti-Muslim joke over there. It's not that, you would almost think that Saudi Arabia was this free place where you can say whatever you want. It's just, it happens to be that his jokes float.
Yeah, I understand.
His jokes float there. Imagine a trans comedian can't go over there and tell that joke.
True.
So I'm just saying, like, it's, and I'm not trying to demonize Saudi Arabia because, again, America got a lot of fucked up shit. And again, do what y'all need to do.
Usual things. Dave's making fun of the trans. Oh! Yeah, but you lose again. You keep losing. They don't see the irony of them trying to cancel him still again. And him being able to go to Saudi Arabia where it's so repressive and be able to get them jokes off while people clapped. They still don't get it, man. Yeah, it's equal treatment because, see, Dave Chappelle makes fun of all groups. He had a bit about Native Americans that was hilarious. And also, he did a lot of self-deprecating shit about black people at the same time. He makes jokes about Jewish folks. All groups get it. White people get it. Poor people get it. Rich people get it. Celebrities get it. Everybody gets it from Dave. And that's the way comedy is supposed to be. But there's only one group that you guys got a problem with, and that is selective outrage.
So I'm just saying, like, it's, and I'm not trying to demonize Saudi Arabia because, again, America got a lot of fucked up shit. And again, do what y'all need to do. I'm just saying I didn't agree with some of the political arguments, but I try not to let the political arguments get in the way of my appreciation of the comedy. Because if I had to agree with a comedian, Eddie Murphy Raw, I don't agree with 90% of it, but the shit's classic.
Right. Comedy is a boundary pushing art, and once you set boundary, it's the responsibility of the artist to push further. That's what you don't get. When you say you can't do that, that's when we gotta do it. That's what freedom is. Dave Chappelle is the only person I know who does anything publicly, says anything, and I mean anybody, because I be watching people, man, and they be boxed in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to piss off these people. They kiss ass a little too much. Yeah, you can see it. Dave's the only person. Well, he's one of few. Not going to say he's perfect, but he's one of few people that I think push the envelope and don't give a shit. He's actually free. Free. So that's the first thing. You know, when he's talking about LGBT or trans or blacks or Latinos or whites or Asians or whatever, shut the fuck up. Yeah, just shut the fuck up. Let the joke ride. If you didn't complain when they were talking about me, then shut up. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. So Dave Chappelle's whole comedy special, man, it proved why the woke crowd. And I don't use that lightly because I remember when they didn't mean this, but yeah, these people that have now been labeled woke, it proves why the woke crowd just don't get it, why they'll never get it, and why they can never win at this argument. We got to be able to get our shit off. Take that away. What are we doing? You get mad about certain shit, but not mad about things that really matter, like the 94 crime bill. Like all the disparities and all the bullshit that we're dealing with, like with all the overdose deaths, all the job displacement, all the foreclosures, all the bankruptcies because of medical bills. I mean, there's a lot of shit in America you could be tight about. But now it's about comedians making jokes at a comedy special where they make jokes at.
Well, one, to say, well, Saudi Arabia kills journalists, but what about Israel, doesn't negate the fact that Saudi Arabia kills journalists. It just means don't perform either place.
No,
right.
See, I think he spoke to the hypocrisy of the people that were critiquing him.
Right, but I was one of the people critiquing him.
That's you, though, but you stand on, we know one side, but you're not all of the critics.
I know. And what I'm saying is that's not a good defense of going to Saudi Arabia. That's the hypocrisy part, yes, but he was also justifying going there.
Mark of my heel, eat a dick. The most ambitious part about the whole special, though, has gotta be his closer. I mean, if you covered this, if you talked about Dave Chappelle's special, and all you talked about was Trump, conservative guy, because Dave did say how he went to D.C. and it seemed cleaner, and maybe the National Guard did a good thing, I don't know. He didn't say that, but he implied it. A lot of conservatives are talking about that part, but they're not talking about their closer that was epic. And that's what people do, man. They're afraid to give props, man. The way he weaved in Jack Johnson, Nipsey Hussle, Diddy, the Man Act, John McCain. I mean, it's one fucking story. I mean, give it up for the guy. Corey Holcomb. Time to stop hating, bro.
I said what I said about Dave Chappelle. I swear I do not dislike the brother Dave Chappelle. You guys run with stuff. I don't dislike the brother Dave Chappelle. I am proud that the brother is able to do what he does.
I never thought I would agree with Ari Spears over Corey Holcomb, but yeah, Corey.
What I was saying was when he would be on the mics around, I felt like he would just stand up there for hours and just practice.
Your comedy is one-dimensional, and I love that shit, man. I've been rocking with that shit for 15 years, but stop hating on Dave Chappelle, yo. Fucking GOAT. Both can be great comedians in different ways. Fuck working out. The specials are special. In fact, I think this closer was so damn good. I mean, it ain't even just jokes, man. That shit a history lesson.
I felt like he would just stand up there for hours and just practice. Maybe that's how I should have said it. He practices too long with the crowd.
I mean, David has some 8-hour sets.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, he could do that because,
But I think people was going with all he hate and all that shit. I don't hate nobody, man. Dave Chappelle, I watched the special and I thought it was a great drama.
And I get it when you're used to making jokes about people flushing their babies down the toilet. Maybe it doesn't seem like a comedy show, but it is. It's a different kind of comedy show, you know what I'm saying? Love your comedy, Corey. Love it. When you start sounding like a motherfucker, like you got a pole up your ass, and as much as you make complaints about the LGBTQ community, it's probably not a good look. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was a great comedic drama. You know what I'm saying? I'm being sincere when I speak. I can't fucking say what you want me to fuck to say.
Cut the shit. You know what I'm saying? The Jack Johnson bit, man, the way he tied that in and the fact that that's the same charge that they got Diddy with. And the way he talked about the hip-hop police and how they've been surveying how the hip-hop police was created for two guys, Biggie and Diddy. And how they've been tracking Diddy and Biggie and all the hip-hop community for 30 years. Meaning they knew all about everything Diddy was doing, more than likely. They had to know. They just didn't give a shit. And at some point, they pulled the card. I don't know how this is the second night in a row I'm gonna have to go back to training day. Remember training day when Alonzo and the crew and Hoyt, Ethan Hawke, they go in and they the old guy who's trying to retire. He's got the money in the floor. And how Alonzo set him up just as he's about to retire to take his money. Diddy. That shit's Diddy right there. He's about to get away clean and go off into the sunset. And them people don't like that. They gotta get that paper off his ass. Doesn't mean Diddy's right. Doesn't mean Diddy don't deserve it. Doesn't mean Diddy's a good guy. But it does mean some foul shit. Gotta stop looking for heroes and saints. Gotta realize everybody's got dirt on them. It's just different degrees. You know what I'm saying? So I loved it, man. I love the setup of the closer. The fact he could keep that going for half an hour, fam. I never seen no shit like that. That shit's amazing. Maybe Dave feels like Jack Johnson because he pushed the boundaries. Yeah, he pushed the boundaries, and then they make new rules to come after you. Yeah, but the Pearl Clutchers are strong, man. They're strong. They're losing their damn minds over this one. They even complain about the Kaepernick. He's wearing a Kaepernick fatigue shirt. Shut up. Yo, you gotta let that shit go, man. Let it go. Go watch the Brett Favre tapes. John McCain, man, he rest in piss. They were so mad at Jack Johnson. When Jack Johnson won fights against white guys, black people got lynched all across the country because white people couldn't take losing. They couldn't take their guy losing. Damn, that's some cold shit, man. Literally killing random black people because Jack Johnson won a fight and you don't want black people to get the idea that they are equal to you in any way. Damn. America, boy. America's got some shit with it, don't it? And you know what's horrible about that? Even though I've been black my whole life, Scott Sonner, I didn't think how deep it is whenever we hear about a shooting or a major tragic event, unlawful event, like somebody, killing people or running over people, any of the crazy shit that happens, domestic terrorism type situations. The first instinct black Americans have is say, oh no, hope it's not us. That's rooted not just in social pressure, that's rooted in retaliation that we might expect to come from you guys. Yeah. Oh man, it's an unwritten thing with black Americans that white people are very timid, very sensitive, and they have the ability to extract or to promote, to dominate or to issue out pain to black people based on how they feel. Whether it's calling the cops on us unnecessarily, getting us fired from our jobs, screaming grape, or downright just straight up lynching us, like in the case of Emmett Till. You know what I'm saying? So, Tulsa is a great example. Rosewood is an example. There are no equivalent examples of black people doing such. So yeah, I always know that black people, we've always felt this way. But sometimes people think it's about black people being like ashamed or embarrassed that a black person did a certain act. Nah, it's deeper than that, man. It's rooted in your DNA at this point. That trauma's in your DNA, fam. Your ass is thinking about survival on a whole nother level, on a molecular level, because white people will go and attack black people based on the actions of black people. Which is going to be great when I get into my next segment. So hold that thought as we move on. If you're new to the show, I want you to know we do the live stream Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on the Tim Black Show. I've been doing this for 14, 15 years. We cover U.S. politics, breaking news, and of course, black culture. Let's say black culture, breaking news, pop culture. Black culture, breaking it. Yeah, that's all those. And I talk about random things within that structure, right? And tonight is gonna be dope because not only do I have Dave Chappelle, but we're about to go off into Nicki Minaj land, which is amazing. It's like perfect segue, fam.
Catch Tim Black live on the most dangerous show in America, Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Don't miss out on the real. Stay dangerous.